Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Monday, February 1st. Our prep for today, we're going to start with 10 reps PVC or broomstick overhead squats, followed by 5 reps on each side of a dumbbell Z press, and finally 8 reps on each side of a dumbbell upright row. So our overhead squat, you're going to grab your PVC pipe or broomstick nice and wide, press it out up overhead, feet shoulder width, and then you're going to descend into that squat, pushing the hips back, sinking your hips down nice and low. Try to maintain flat foot contact with your feet and the ground, and try to keep your chest up overhead. That PVC pipe or broomstick is over top of your neck at the bottom position, and then you stand yourself back up, fully extend the knees and hips, get tall. Okay, you can also grab a little bit narrower if your mobility allows for you to. Try to control that descent and ascent with each rep. So 10 reps there. Next, our Z press. You're going to make your way to the ground, legs are straight out in front of you, and then get that dumbbell up over top of your shoulder. Get into a good upright spinal position. From here, you're going to press that dumbbell up overhead, bring your bicep towards your ear. Arm is straight in line with your spine, pressing that weight up overhead. Control it back down, touch the head of the dumbbell to your shoulder before you repeat. All right, try not to get lazy with your posture. Try to make sure that you're remaining upright throughout the whole 5 reps. All right, so once you're done your 5 reps, switch over to the other side, 5 reps on the other side. Finally, our upright row. From the standing position, hold your dumbbell out in front of you, in front of your thigh. Get into a good open posture, and then pull that dumbbell up towards your collarbone. Your elbow remains high into the outside, over top of the height of the dumbbell, before you control it back down as well. So try not to just let it go on its way down. You're not only controlling it up, you're also controlling it back down. So 8 reps there on one side, and then 8 reps on the other side. We're gonna go through those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength for today, we've got 8 reps on each side of a single dumbbell overhead split squat, followed by 8 reps on each side of a side lying press, and finally 8 reps of a prone position I. All right, so our dumbbell overhead split squat. So let's start with the dumbbell in our right hand. We're gonna press it up overhead, lock it out. Arm is nice and close to the ear, and then you're gonna step that same side foot back. This is our start and end position. You're dropping your back knee towards the ground. Light touch, straighten out both knees, get up tall, but your back toe can remain on the ground. You don't have to put the heel down before you come back into your next rep. 8 reps there, switch arms, then 8 reps on the other side. All right. Next, we've got our side lying press. So you're gonna take your dumbbell. Let's get into this position here and get that top foot way out in front of you to help pull your torso forward so you're lying completely on your side. From here, the dumbbell starts elbow to your rib cage, and you're gonna press it up towards the ceiling, away from your shoulder before you come back down and repeat. If you've got good shoulder mobility, your elbow might be able to drop a little further, maybe even behind your back there before you press back up. My mobility brings me to here, and then from here I'm going to press up overhead. All right, so try to use that plane of motion rather than opening up the chest too much and making it too much like a traditional chest press. We're trying to avoid that. Pull yourself over if you need. You can bring your leg forward to help you do that. And press sideways. So you're going to do 8 reps on one side, switch over to the other side, and perform 8 reps on the other side. Finally, our prone position I. So on your stomach and chest, you're going to have your hands right beside you, pinkies up towards the sky, and this is a 2-part motion. So you're going to lift your pinkies up towards the sky, straighten out those arms. From here, now you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together, and then you're going to unpinch, bring those thumbs to the ground. That's 1 rep. Then we're going to repeat. Pinkies up to the sky, pinch the shoulders together, unpinch, come back down. All the while we're trying to avoid arching through the spine. So keep your chin down on the ground and keep your toes down on the ground throughout the entire movement. So we've got 8 reps of those prone position I's. We're going to go through those 3 movements for 4 sets, and that's your strength for today. All right, our Metcon for today, we've got a 12-minute AMRAP, as many rounds and reps as possible in 12 minutes of our dumbbell flow here. So you're gonna start on one arm. So let's say we start on our right arm, and we're gonna do 6 single arm dumbbell push press on that right arm, followed by 6 single arm dumbbell squat clean, and finally 12 single arm suitcase dumbbell deadlifts. All right, once you do 6, 6, and 12 on one side, then you're gonna switch over to the other side and continue alternating left and right for your 12 minutes. So your single arm dumbbell push press, you're gonna hold that dumbbell over top of your shoulder, feet are hip width apart, using the legs to help drive, bend slightly at the knees while you keep your feet flat. Then you're gonna drive through those legs, press out that dumbbell with the force that you applied through the ground with your legs, finish with the shoulder before you repeat. So 6 push press, and then into 6 squat cleans. So with the squat cleans, I'm gonna get you to touch the head of the dumbbell to the ground every time, hinging through the hips just like a deadlift, and then standing it up, knees and hips extend, shrug that shoulder, pull yourself underneath, stand it up fully before you repeat. Touch, extend, pull underneath, stand it up. So 6 squat cleans there. And then finally 12 suitcase deadlifts. Feet can go a little bit closer together here, hinging through the hips. Knees can also help out with a little bit of bend. Touch the dumbbell to the ground beside your foot. If it's awkward for you to do so, if it forces you to round, don't go all the way down to the ground. Maybe go to ankle height before you stand back up. So hips move backwards, hinging, get back up. If you have the mobility and range of motion to touch the ground, you can do so. But try to avoid a squat-like movement here like this, where you're pushing your knees forward. Instead, push those hips back, keep a nice tight spine, and make sure we're performing a deadlift movement. So 12 of those deadlifts before you switch over to the other side and perform 6, 6, and 12 on the other side. 6, 6, 12, 6, 6, 12. We're gonna go through that for 12 minutes, as many rounds and reps as possible. And that's your Metcon for today.